Today, June 6, 1998. So we're going to discuss about origination of matter. Right? Origination of matter. When this matter arises, it has four causes. Right? Four causes, four conditions. So here, this the rupa, material phenomena arising from karma, arising from chitta, mind, arising from udu, seasonal condition or temperature, or arising from ahara, food, four causes. Here, karma here is karma is chetana, right? Chetana, volition, chetana, we call karma. This chetana is the one of universal mental factors, right? Chetana, just associated with all consciousness. But here, chetana here, karma here, the 25 type of moral and immoral karma. It's not all, you see that, right? This chetana, volition, which is associated with this moral and immoral consciousness. You see here, moral, beautiful, this wholesome consciousness, 8, right? And rupa vajara, form sphere, wholesome consciousness, 5. Here, moral here is this the 13 type of consciousness. Immoral is the unwholesome consciousness, 12, right? So, yeah, we can, yeah. Yeah. See that, right? 8 plus 5 and plus 12 altogether 25. It's not mean consciousness, it means chetana, karma, volition, which is associated with this 25 type of consciousness are called karma. Right? Karma here, moral, please note that moral is sense sphere, beautiful consciousness, 8, a form sphere, this form sphere, moral consciousness, 5, right? Immoral consciousness is the 12. This Vedana, which actually with this 25 type of consciousness are called karma. This karma produce material phenomena, produce the matter, right? Produce matter. Later on we will study about what is the material phenomena born of karma here. Look at A, right? 18, right? 18, like this, our eye sensitivity, ear sensitivity, nose sensitivity, tongue sensitivity, body sensitivity, and just the power, right? Sex and heart. This is really from karma. The karma produces this matter. That's why all this rupa depend on karma. So karma, this karma, wholesome karma, unwholesome karma, moral karma, immoral karma, depend. Somebody has good eye, doesn't have problem about the eye. Somebody have good ear, right? Good nose sensitivity, have good tongue sensitivity, have our body good body sensitivity, and have good heart. This is about the heart. Some have problem about the eye, the ears, nose, tongue, body, and heart, and some become female, some become male because of what? Karma. This karma produced as a male or female. Right? This karma. and jivita, life, faculty. Someone has long life, some has short life. Why? Karma, right? This karma produces this matter. Later on we will study about it. Now I just would like to explain to you. Karma here just means Chetana, volition, which associated with this 25 type of consciousness. They produce this matter. When they produce this matter here, at every moment means every sub-moment, just commencing from conception. Since we take Padisandhi, our linking consciousness, right? Since then, we call conception. Since then, every sub-moment is meant one Padisandhi, they have the three minor instants, right? Ubada, Tidi, Bhanga, right? Arising, continuity, cessation, three. Every we can call sub-moment, or we can call a minor instant, they arise. This the rupa, born of karma. And here, so every moment should be every sub-moment, right? This since the conception, right, until the end of our life, right? And at the end of our life, every instant is like the flame of a lamp, This later we will study about when we die, when the death consciousness arises. Before that, this up to the seventh thought moment, reckon from the dying moment of this person. Later we will study this is the death consciousness, because we have 17 thought moment, right? This death consciousness reckons, backward, there is 17 thought moment. Until then, this the rupa, born of karma, arise. And this some matter is arising from mind. This is very interesting here. This arising from mind, citta, or consciousness, right? How many consciousness we have? 89. Briefly 89, right? Probably 121. Here, mind has 75 types of consciousness. Just the consciousness, the citta of mind can produce rupa, just as 75, right? Excluding the formless resultant 4, right? And the twice 5, 4 cognitive 10, because the sense impression, right here. Excluding formless resultant consciousness 4, right? This 4, what is their function? Vibhaka, what is their function? Padisanti, Bhavanga, Judi, right? What plane? Formless plane. Form, they don't have matter, right? So they don't have matter, they don't have rupa, they call arupa, formless sphere. That's why this 4 type of formless resultant consciousness 4 cannot produce any matter. That's why we exclude this 4. And 5 sense impression here. Jaku, the eye consciousness 2, ear consciousness 2, nose consciousness 2, tongue consciousness 2, body consciousness 2. This 5 we call here. Twice 5, 4 cognitive, or we call 5 sense impression, right? They cannot produce any matter too. Cannot produce that. So, excluding this 14 type of consciousness, the remaining 75, right? This 75 type of consciousness just produce the material phenomena born of Chitta, right? Rupa born of Chitta. From where? From the first moment of life onium, just as it rises. Because after Patisandhi, right? After Patisandhi, the following Patisandhi was one. Bhavanga, right? So Bhavanga is the first Bhavanga here. Exactly, right? The first moment of life onions the first Bhavanga. We have the many Bhavanga, right? After Patisandhi, if at the first moment of life onions, just as it rises, right? And then this the Rupa born of Chitta arise. Right? Here, when they arise, they have one consciousness, they have one thought moment, they have three minor instants, right? What the here Ubada or Tidi or Bhanga, you have to know that. Here arises, just as it arises. Arises means Ubada, arising, right? The term is the arising. Understand that, right? The term is the arising. This the Rupa born of Chitta arise. Why? For the Chitta, this the strongest moment is the Ubada, when Chittas arise. You know, 3 cycles, you know that, right? So, yeah. Every Ubada arising, at that moment, they produce Rupa, produce matter.
And then it starts to decay. So
Yeah, just and then another thought moment, just Ubada, right? Just Ubada. At the time, just the matters arise. Why? Because our mind is the strongest moment is when it arises. But for the matter, for the Rupa, also they have the 3 minor instant too, right? But for the Rupa, it's the Titi here. Titi, static moment, this is the strongest moment. Why? Because the Ubada just arise. And the last one, Bhanga, is the cessation. Don't have power, you know. But the between them is the 49 minor instant, right? Because they have the lifespan 17, right? The matter, this Rupa, the lifespan, they have 17 thought moment. One thought moment is the 3 minor instant. So 17 multiplied by 3 is 51. The abstract, the Ubada, the one, the last Bhanga one, is the, which there has the 49, right? This 49 type, 49 is this sub-instant is the strongest term for the Rupa. For the mind is Ubada, when they are arising. Here, I will always note that the 75 types of consciousness produce Rupa, right? Produce Rupa. Please note that sublime Javana, 26, right? Sublime Javana, 26. Still remember that, right? 26. What are they, 26? Sublime, wholesome consciousness, 9. Sublime, functional consciousness, 9. 9 plus 9? 18. 18, supramundane consciousness, 8. 18 and 8. 26, the sublime Javana, right? This sublime Javana this consciousness, this jhavanas, produce or maintains the bodily posture. The bodily posture. The body posture, we have four posture, right? What's four posture? Standing, sitting, lying, walking, right? So this is the 26th type of this sublime jhana. This sublime jhana, this produce or uphold, maintain this the bodily postures, right? That's why when someone practices meditation to gain jhana, they can sit many hours, many days, because of this power of this jhana, right? Can maintain posture, still many hours.
That was the eighth supermundane.
Yeah, eighth Brahmanan and the sublime wholesome consciousness 9, or sublime, just the functional consciousness 9, and supramanan 8. Right? And once the Buddha gained enlightenment, after he gained enlightenment for 7 weeks, 49 days, he didn't eat anything. Right? He didn't eat anything. He can still maintain his body to survive. Because of what? Yes, sublime jhana, lokuttara, right?
Is that why the yogis can go without?
Yes, right. Yeah, same thing. Yeah.
But it's maintaining the bodily posture.
Yeah.
Does that mean they don't need food or anything?
No, including that too. They need. Some service meditation can sit still, or can stand still many hours, many days, something like that. Just because of this jhana, because of this sublime jhana. Produce this bodily posture, or what they like. It should not just stand still. Maybe walking, can walk many hours, right? So like that, when someone to show their psychic power, super knowledge, they can fly to pass things to sky. Right? They can and start diving into the earth. Right? They start dive into the earth and appear to Washington, D.C., something like that. Can do that too, right? And they can walk on the water, on the river, on the ocean. They can maintain their posture as they want. This the power of this sublime jhana. You can do that. This is called abnormal bodily movement, right? You can do that. Yes, you get jhana.
So if you get Magapala but not jhana, can you still have that? You have to have jhana. You can't just have supermundane.
No.
You can't have that. It doesn't work.
No, it is either one. Either one, yeah. Either one. Like some, it's not jhana. This the sustained attainment of pala. It's not jhana. Yeah? Just pala, many days. Something like that. So here, just 26th, the sublime jhavanas, just uphold, maintain, or we can call it produce, right? Just bodily postures. And Manodwara Vijana, please know it. Manodwara Vijana is this one. What they call? Mind or adverting consciousness. Please note that. Mind or adverting consciousness in Bali, they call Manodwara Vijana. Right? Manodwara Vijana 1. And Kama Javana. We have subline Javana, Kama Javana. Right? Kama Javana, how many one Kama Javana? 29. Right? 29 is the Kama Javana, 29. What is 29? What is 29? Unwholesome consciousness, 12. And smile producing consciousness, 1. Right? Become 13, right? 13. Sense sphere, beautiful consciousness, beautiful, wholesome consciousness, 8. Functional consciousness, 8. 29. This 29 we call Kama Javana 29. Kama Javana 29. And super knowledge consciousness. Super knowledge consciousness. Super knowledge consciousness is meant here the 5th jhana. Right? 5th jhana, you got super knowledge consciousness. You have 2, right? Wholesome consciousness and functional consciousness. The 2 we call abhinya. In Pali we call abhinya. Because super knowledge. Right? Super intellect. Something like that. So, how many one we have here? Manodwara Vijana 1, Kama Javana 29, and super knowledge 2, altogether 32. This 32 type of consciousness produce also because bodily and vocally intimation. Vinyati, we call vinyati, right? Media communication. Remember that, right? Just bodily intimation and vocal intimation. This 32 type of this consciousness produce this vinyati too. Right? So this means here 75 type of consciousness just produce only ordinary rupa born citta, right? Rupa born consciousness. For a 26 sublime javana is produced ordinary this rupa born or citta and bodily posture. For a 32 type of consciousness produce rupa and the body posture and vinyati, right? Media of communication. And also for the 13 pleasurable jhana, among this Kama jhana 29, right? Among 29 they have a pleasurable jhana 13. 13 here. In unwholesome consciousness, 4. Smile produced consciousness, 1. And sense sphere, beautiful consciousness, pleasurable feeling, 4. Functional consciousness, 4. So altogether, 13. This 13 type of consciousness, pleasurable jhana. These jhanas, the 13 pleasurable jhana produce smiles and laughter. Right? We already studied about that, right? When you laugh, when you smile, because of this, one of this 13, right? Produce smile, right? So here, this 13 is not the Everyone can experience it. For the Buddha Jana, whirling. Just A. That's A. Unwholesome consciousness. See? Depend on the sensual object, right? And you happy about sensual object. Just unwholesome consciousness. And when you do some meritorious state, you're happy about that. Just a kusala, right? Sense sphere, beautiful consciousness. 4. So for the whirlings, 8. How about for the Sodapana, stream enterer, once returner or never returner? Not 8. Because they don't have the Didikada Sambayuddha. Yeah, they already eradicate this wrong view, right? No wrong view. Just from 8 minus 2, that remains 6. 6 right here. Didikada Vipayuddha, right? Not just without wrong view, right? 2, and this Mahakusala, right? 4. Just for the 6th type of this pleasurable, this consciousness produce smiles. Laughter for the sikha. For us the Sodapana stream enterer, one returner or non-return. For the Buddha and Arahants, how many one? For the Buddha and Arahant? 5. 5 steps, my producing consciousness 1, and sense sphere, functional consciousness 4. Just 5, right? Just 5. And some, it says, for the Buddha, only 4. For Arahant, 5. Because this small produce consciousness is ahituka, right? Ahituka is no wisdom associated with smile. That for the Buddha 4, for normal Arahant, this is 5. But for common opinions, even the Buddha, just 5. Arahant, the Buddha and Arahant 5. Here, this smile producing consciousness, even is not associated with the wisdom the Buddha is thinking about the object. And then he know that. After he realized that, he know that, and then he smiled later. So he said, even the Buddha, can experience this smile producing consciousness too. This common opinions, right? For the Buddha and Arahant, 5. Same. So this means 13 it's not mean just produced for the smiling and laughter. This means this 13th type of consciousness can produce matter, right? Can just maintain the bodily posture, can produce bodily and vocal intimation, and smile. Laughter, 4. Right? 4. Understand that, right? So, the mind produces matter how many one? Just normally we just say 75. Among 75, for the sublime Javana 26 produce bodily posture 2. It means produce matter and bodily posture 2, right? Understand that, right? 2. For 32, this Manodara Vijana 1, Kama Javana 29, super knowledge consciousness 2. This 32 type of consciousness can produce rupa, can produce bodily posture, and can produce viññati in Pali, right? 3. For the 13th pleasurable karma jhana here can produce 4, right? 4 kind of things. Why 4? Matter, bodily posture, and vinyati, and smiling, laughter. 4. Yes?
On the 32 that produce communication, do they have any superpowers?
Yeah.
If you mentally communicate with somebody from another place, or do they have any powers like the sublime jhana?
This is powerful than sublime jhana. The sublime jhana among sublime jhana 26, this has this the 5th jhana too, right? But this the sublime jhana can produce only this the matter and bodily posture, cannot produce the vinyati. Just for here super knowledge consciousness only can produce vinyati. Right? We have just sometimes we gain this jhana, but they don't have the super knowledge, right? So it's not ordinary. This 5th form sphere. This jhana can produce only 2, matter and bodily posture. If that person gains